The backgrounds look nice.
Thank you.
I feel like you should take the fire and the bar setup and make them separate um, poses so that you can have someone behind the bar and have someone behind the fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Should they be behind the scratchy like darkness lines too in the fire, or in front of?
I think in front of, but yeah, I think in front of, because like the scratchy darkness is sort of implying where the fire isn't reaching anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, here,
Yeah.
I can do that right now. Actually, those are
Well,
already separate
if we
layers.
had like a perfect world and I had more time, I would be like, oh well, let me like break it up and I'll make a special type of sticker where it's like grouped like that, right? But
Actually,
it's
yeah, for the parapet, right, it's just all in front or behind, so won't they be all in front or behind of of anything?
that's the problem with right now of like that's why like splitting into two poses where one would be the background, the other would be the intended foreground might
Okay,
be the
yeah,
easier
those would be
way.
two different poses. Okay. Alright, yeah, I can do that maybe once with each of these, and then then I guess we do need three poses in the end. I was like, I don't know if we need three poses for the background. Here, let me, I can do that right now.
Yeah, look nice. So. Stripped. Give Jeff a second to show up too. So maybe I'll text him because he usually is on time. So I just forgot. We'll get started too, because there's not too much to show off, but plenty to talk about. So I made this Steam. I had added the Steam SDK. It's not fully tested yet. I have to go through and test it. And I also made a Windows build of the game. Updated the code to work with on Windows.
Right
So
on.
we're getting closer and closer to the the game being able to be put on Steam. So I guess the plan here is I will the Steam build will be the build that the only one that has the host button, right? And then we'll make the WebGL build just the join one. Yeah.
Right on. Is Dave here?
I heard him, but maybe he is not here because I haven't actually heard him talk yet.
The
I
bar
thought I heard his
could
mic open.
probably use that same treatment, although... Or should I do this for the bar? Just the
The
bar
bar, I
should
would
be
put
in
the
front.
seats and the bar in a
Yeah.
pose, and then the background scene for someone. Honestly, though, I do wonder then that case if the background scene is just like that, you might need more detail back there to make it more like on its own. People might not understand what it's supposed to be doing. It only makes sense in the context of the bar and the seats.
So should it just be... I don't know, I guess, yeah, here. Right, like this. So should there be, for the bar actually, should there be the bar, the seats, and the... I almost feel like it could be 4.
Yeah, you could do the seats, the bar. I would do it, like if you were gonna split it up, I could see it 4. Yeah, the outside, the seats.
Okay, hold on.
But I think you could argue that 3 is enough. Like you could make the seats work without them being separated from the bar, you know? Hello. Apparently someone called Luke478 joined our, somehow figured out how to join our Rune game playtest and put an ad in there basically.
By a bot that just came
Discord
across it somehow.
Yeah. I know I banned them. There we go. Okay.
I'm realizing
Banned.
now, actually, a lot of this needs like very light gray color to actually appear as something like that. Throw that in there. How that works. The fire actually probably needs that too. Although no, that because that can be always background.
Oh. Alright, well, I was saying, Dave, just says I'll be a little late. No big deal. I have the, what you call it? I have the Steam SDK in for the, and I have a Windows build now that will work. And then, I have not done it yet, but I think on the web build I'll remove the host button so that you can only host through the Steam build. Right now the Steam SDK, what it actually does is I haven't actually been able to test it with real Steam stuff. Obviously, I'm just testing with fake stuff, but if it does work, theoretically it should grab your Steam ID, and then you have the option to use that Steam ID to sign your submission. Right now, I'm just grabbing the Steam name and not grabbing anything else because that was the easiest change to make. But in theoretically, in the future, I could update the backend and grab the whole Steam profile information and maybe like save down their avatar image. I'm not sure how far we want to go with that, you know, or maybe even just make something work with in the backend that automatically reaches out to Steam if we ever like want to display the leaderboard. As long as we just have the Steam ID, we should be able to do that.
Cool.
Right on.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that all out. That'll be a process, but progress. We're getting close. We're getting very, very close. We'd still need audio, obviously, but I don't think we need to technically release with audio. Hopefully, people don't mind, but maybe we
You
just need
pick
a
a
random
song,
backing
have
track.
it play
Yeah,
for the play.
something that isn't too annoying if you loop it.
Yeah, something chill and
I mean, you
some
could just
sound
fade
effects.
it, even if
I
it doesn't
think you can
naturally
get away
loop,
with that.
like
for...
fade it down at the end and then fade it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, something chill, like Chris is saying, that gives the vibes of what we're going for. But we're gonna be releasing as a playtest, you know, not anything real. So I don't think people expect too much. Yeah.
Oh, also, well, I guess I could wait for Jeff to get here because I didn't really do my assignment, but like the thing that you guys had said maybe I could work on last time was UI for the copying and stuff, and I didn't really land on anything, but I came up with a list of ideas that I would pitch to you guys.
Yeah,
Hold
no
on,
worries.
let me get my phone. Ugh.
Mistfall Hunters is Tuesday, I think.
Yeah. Motherfucker, what did I
update, too.
name this? Okay, here we go. I found it. I guess I'll wait till Jeff gets here to finish this so I don't have to repeat myself. Yeah, I'm Mistfall Hunters is fun as hell. It's so crazy how many good-looking extraction shooters there are, and there have been some, like, it was like Arc Raiders, and then that opened the floodgates. It's like Sand, Mistfall Hunters, fucking Hunger. All of those games look so good.
Oh, I also set up now. I can create different sets of stickers, a dev set and a production set. So I should be able to theoretically make Dave's dev set. I haven't finished that yet. It might be better if we have more of that done for me.
Or on the drawings side of things. I'm done with work now, though, so I actually planning on trying to get it all characters done this. I'll have, no job.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be really good for us.
And I could put that to bed, and just be there whenever the game is ready to
What I want.
Well, all the current characters, I mean, and then I do want to do. I want to get to an even 20. I don't know. I'm at 12.
You're 12.
I want to add 4 more characters with, you know, for a little more.
I want to add 4 more characters of the stick and rope guys. I feel like you have plenty of.
Well, I need more representation. Although I was thinking about it, and it doesn't matter that much because I'm making all these things look stupid and like dumb. Like these aren't like flattering portraits of things.
I think it's still worthwhile.
But I think we should still have women.
I made women.
Chris has
I'm
2 women.
I'm a feminist. I'm a male feminist. I made the women.
Thinking. Characters used. Really, I need just a shape to base the off. Start with shape. Another playtest, the 15th for it's a co-op extraction thing, but it's a fantasy one, which we don't get a lot of. It's called Expedition into Darkness.
Right on.
Expedition into Darkness.
Yeah, all these fucking.
Literally the combination of
Have
all the
weird
other
ass
ones that have failed
game.
in that fair. Literally the name of all
But
the other
it's
things
co-op.
that have failed there.
It's co-op only though.
Oh, okay.
No. But it looks like the visuals are very realistic in a kind of a way that is actually interesting.
This is better for the bar. Let's delete. Delete. I love this little brush that does all the little like the darkness, what the darkness is in the fire picture is a brush under the comic thing.
So my
I just love
thing
it.
on here's my thoughts on the background things. I like I
Just
think
waiting
the
for a
fire.
fart.
And I like the fire is like, why isn't this just a sticker? Right? This looks like it should be a
I've been saying, give
one
me
to
a
the
fire
right
sticker
is
for
good,
fucking
though, like,
forever. But,
something that is like oh here's the setting in a very general kind of way.
I mean, that's kind of
Right?
what
Like
they are.
the beehive,
is,
why not it just be a sticker? But the honeycomb thing, right?
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, they kind of all have one element of it that's like, this is the more zoomed in, well, this might be a sticker thing, and then they have more zoomed out, this is just for context. That's why I thought we could get away with just 2 poses for these, really.
Like if we're gonna categorize, like have this be a separate category of thing, it needs to be more obviously different, right? We can't have these like fire campfire thing. Being
Let's
I think
show
the fact
Chris
that it is
sticker,
like
this is like a sticker.
just the fact that it is gray, like
Like a
you're
regular-
not seeing it with the stickers on top of it, but like just the fact that it is gray where everything else is black does set it apart in a certain way. Like the castle does feel a certain different way, and I think that's enough, honestly. You know, like
the a version of this that would make it more obvious would be if I created a custom sticker that had basically these 2 things with a layer between them. But like that is one, the way our layering system works, it doesn't make it actually that easy to use this, right? Because
you're
always go
having to
front or
decide
back.
whether, yeah. Well, you could just have it so that one element is always in front, like the parapets. Like we've never not used it in front. It could always be in front. The backgrounds could be all stickers that are
Well,
always in
no,
front,
like if you wanted
or
to throw someone off
always
of
in
it,
back.
that would be, you would need that to go in the background.
I just worry that it's already getting so weird and finicky and granular, like in the
yeah.
and it should
Nah,
be more
okay.
cut dry.
That's
to the
fair.
to
What-
the players,
What I would
fans,
do
like,
is have these be in a pack and just have them like, yes, the fire is its own sticker, and it acts just like a sticker, but you can have a background as part of that group. Like that's fine. I see no reason why we.
You
can't
could do it
have
where
something
it's like it's
that.
just like we take one element of these, make it an actual sticker, and then it just comes along with the backgrounds, and then they're truly a different thing. But like
The other option. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was basically done.
Okay. The other option I was gonna say is basically we could do the thing that we talked about where backgrounds are a thing, and you can cycle a background on any panel.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just saying. Is like then they're truly their own thing. They are something locked to the panel because they are their sizes
Do you think they
predetermined.
should be their own thing?
They're
I think it
forever
would
in the background. Yeah.
get weird if they just like normal stickers.
I'm okay with that. I think we could do something like that, and that makes for a lot of interesting possibilities. My only concern about it is once you have some backgrounds, you might want more.
That's what
And
I'm gonna make
as
a
you
whole
get-
bunch if we. I mean, depending on what we decide here, if we decide
Well,
we're
think about like where I'm getting at with this is like, okay, like user interface wise, like UX wise. Okay, we have 5 backgrounds. It works great, but you want more. Now we have 20 backgrounds. How do you pick the exact one you want? We
Pick
need
your
to make that
setting, maybe?
UX wise
In the setting.
feel better.
So months ago, when we were still fiddling around with different modes and stuff, I would have said like, there's a special round, between the round, when we decide our special modifier between the rounds, where it's like, you all have to have the same setting in this one or something. I don't think that's the answer, but that's I think what I was.
I
you know,
think
what the
that it
thought
would
That's a
be
lever to
if it-
pull once we have this figured out.
Yeah, I think that
That's
is
like
actually the best way to do it. It's a round modifier. That is the cleanest, I think, thing I've heard so far. But that's we've already decided to keep it one mode.
simple for now. Yeah. I mean, we could do the modifiers and add them in later, but it's
I
just
love
not,
when I get
it's
the
not in scope for right now.
Like I love when I get the castle. Like it especially.
I mostly use the parapets though. You're right.
Yeah.
That is the thing I use.
like so I think it's also fine to just have them as a sticker. Like I think both ways are fine, and like
Yeah.
even if they're not programmatically different, I think the fact that they are in gray and the stickers are in black and white gives them a feel like they should not be the focus of the thing. They are just
As a
the
version
setting.
1.0, a very simple way to do this is add all these front things in as stickers themselves, put them somewhere that makes sense, and put all the backgrounds on one sticker. And then we would
Yeah,
only have like
that's what
5
we
of
should
them,
do for now.
and just see what people do with them and what they ask for,
I agree with that entirely, except for the beehive. I don't think the beehive should be a sticker itself.
Looks like just a regular sticker to me.
It does look, it does, but like, I feel like it only works as intended as a background. How I thought it should be intended as a background. But yeah, we could try that.
I mean, the beehive to me, the joke seems
Maybe if you
like
didn't color it in.
The
the
obvious
joke for me would clearly be like, okay, I want to be able to like drop this on someone's head.
The obvious joke to me is in the honeycombs, like, like look, you can actually look real close and what's up close in this beehive.
This does allow, like, you've taken the approach of like a zoom in kind of
Mhm.
camera range thing, like establish the setting. Here's the inside, like the outside
Yeah,
shot,
yeah.
inside shot.
Yeah, I think
But,
except for the fire and the
I
cliff.
don't know, like why not? Like this is like the beehive. It makes so much more sense as a prop sticker where
You're right. It
you are going
does.
to be like having it interact with the character stickers and shit. Like
It reminds
drops
me
off
of
on
it's
head.
very like a Charlie Brown joke, right? Of like, oh, someone threw a football, but then you call it a beehive, or like maybe Tom and Jerry.
Very
and those
slapstick,
yeah, the
slapstick.
slapstick humor, and we don't have a lot of that in the game. I think
It having just a pose of being on the tree and being on the tree with a couple bees and being off the tree with a million bees. It probably works. I think for the fire and the cliffside though, those are clearly backgrounds. It's like the joke I see there is like, hey man, I heard a weird noise. Did you hear it too? And then like another character standing on the cliff howling or something.
Yeah, but I want to put, like we talked about, I want to put someone behind the fire, not in front of it.
Yeah, that's already like, well, I mean,
In front
so
works too, I think, but-
the version of it without the campfire in there, that if you scroll down, that you have, that is more
Yeah.
background. Then you could put your campfire sticker on this.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Yeah, that's
why
why
Chris
we
split it
split
off.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
I guess
I-
they're all just things.
Well, yeah, I think so. Chris sounds like he was the one that had a reservation about just throwing all the backgrounds into one sticker for now, and then making these
No, it's
things their own
fine.
stickers.
It's fine. But then
Okay.
that sticker needs to show up more often because it has more poses or something like that. I think, or like it's kind of weird to have one
Could be that you just
thing with
get
like
it, like
8
you
or
always
9
get
or
it.
like 20 different poses, and then
It'd be
it
terrible
shows
if
up
they-
sometimes.
Well, that's
was
like right now I don't
free.
have a good idea, but if we only have like 5 backgrounds, then cool, let's call it there, right? Let's just put it there, and then let's just see what people do with it. If they like the freedom, or if they're like, hey, I want more backgrounds and poses or something. At least then we can start experimenting with what people do with these things, if they get it. Yeah, I don't know. You know what we should also have? I know this is not exactly related, but we should also just have an empty TV set.
We could do an empty TV set. A TV, it's like a couch that you can stick your characters on, and the TV from the back, and then the TV from the front with empty space so that you can put whatever
Yeah,
you want
exactly.
on it.
So like you could put one of these backgrounds literally in that TV set, is what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that works as the sticker approach, but it does not work in the approach where it's like they're a totally
It's full.
separate thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Either way, empty TV set works also because it's just you could just shrink stickers down and put them behind it, and that does work in general.
All right, let me read
Yeah.
through, now that Jeff's here, my ideas for... I have a list of 4 different ways to do the UI for the copying and pasting. All right, first solution would just be to make a lasso tool and use Control-C and V to copy. Second would be if you are hovering over a panel border with no stickers in hand, it turns into a pinch gesture, and if you click, it does like the marching ants around the whole panel, and then that gives you the UI to copy it over. Like you could like maybe literally like drag it onto another panel. Another would be a totally separate button that is like closer to our original UI, where there's like a stamp tool that you pick up and copy and paste it onto another panel. Another would be just a little gear icon on the edge of the panel that essentially works how it does now, but it like, you know, squashes and like blurps out, you know, once you're clicking in the right spot. And the last is if you click and hold any blank area in the panel, it does marching ants around the whole panel, and then you can basically do the thing as the second option. Those are all my ideas. Well, maybe
Click and hold works best for computer, but I think we'll run into problems if we ever put that on
Mobile.
phone. Second best, I think, is the little thing up in the corner that then gives you marching ants.
Yeah, I think something in the corners where I lean to. Having the ability to drag things between panels does make a lot of sense, but like, I mean, for now I think we have to just ignore phone because it is too...
I think the
hard to
thing shows up in the
consider.
top right corner and it is my second best option. My favorite option is still just do a multi-grab tool, like a traditional lasso, and grab a
Yeah,
bunch
group
of things.
select, multi-select. We can do a group select, it's just, it gets a little more complicated when we do the co-op mode.
So that's the thing. Okay, so I thought you'd have that objection that like in the co-op mode that becomes complicated. What if we don't? Do we even need it there? If the co-op thing is just going to be a lobby where you're playing together, maybe it's just off in there.
You could do that. It's generally discouraged to have behavior in one that's doesn't exist in the other if it's like hidden, like natural behavior like that.
Or maybe it's just maybe not forever, but just like, is it fine to just do it like that for now?
We could, yeah. It would be doable. So a drag select does work.
But if it's a huge pain in the ass to do it at all, it's whatever. Like it's slightly better than the other options, but not so much better that I would die on that hill.
The only downside with the drag select that I have to think about is it can get a little complex with how big stickers can get. So I guess what the rule would be this, right? And I actually think I prototyped this a little while ago and just never wound up finishing it. But like, okay, so you start, let's say you have the 3 panels, you start drag selecting outside of the top panel. So while that box, that bounding box, is not touching the top panel, that means I guess you will select any stickers outside that is not in a panel. Once you cross into that panel, I assume you then are only you're also starting to sort and select for stickers within the panel that you're overlapping. So like, what I'm getting at is if I have a super giant sticker that I've scaled huge in panel 2, but I have not reached panel 2 yet with my drag select, then it should not grab that
Oh yeah,
giant
yeah,
sticker.
that's a good point. I did not think about that. Yeah, so it should only
consider stickers in the panels if the select are overlaps
right,
from
like
that panel.
the area the rectangle that is overlapping, that can overlap multiple panels, should not consider things that are big enough to be going across multiple panels if they didn't belong to a panel in its selection.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
And like, yeah, that works. I mean, I could definitely try that. It should work. But the only other thing is the thing that Jeff said of like, hey, you don't have a Control C, Control V
In mobile, yeah.
in mobile.
Also, Chris, as you're designing backgrounds, just from a like composition standpoint, less detail is better for the backgrounds. Otherwise, it's gonna confuse the eye with the foreground shit. Not that you're not doing that right now. I just have done.
Yeah.
So you know, don't get too detailed. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, I think that all makes sense. So what do we want to go with for the copy stuff?
Maybe let's just try the corner
Try
thing
that first.
for now.
Alright, so I'll mock it up and then I'll make it once it's mocked.
Like what the button, like mock up what the buttons look like,
Yeah,
expanded
give
and
me something to work
non-expanded.
with so I don't have to make something fake.
Yeah. Left Jeff. It's more a UI thing, so if Jeff wants to do it, he can do it. But if not, I can do it.
Stan, what do you need which buttons?
One's Chris.
So yeah, that's the other thing. Is it working like it does now, where it's like copy me to panel 2, copy me to panel 3, and in panel 1, and etc. etc. Or
I assume
is there
so,
a more
right? That's
universal
the easiest
form?
way to do it.
So
How else would you do it? What would be an easier way in your mind?
If it's like a spreadsheet thing, click it, drag it across your panels, it'll fill in.
So in my head, it's
Go.
like the buttons are just like, you know, they're like three squares, and the one that you're copying into is not outlined, it's filled in, and the other ones are not. But if we ever want to have it so there are more than 3 panels, that doesn't apply anymore. Like that will need to be redone at a point if that's the case.
If we ever do that, that's going to be like a
Major
in the
UI
future
overhaul,
thing,
or
right?
it
That's
would be.
yeah, that's a big overhaul of how everything works.
So I guess that works for now then.
Yeah.
So what's the final thing with it?
Yeah,
It's up in the top right corner, and it's one button.
And it's
Copy.
it's 2 buttons basically, right? Because you can always copy to 2 panels. So in the first panel, it looks like a 3 squares where the middle one is filled in, and then the second button it's 3 squares where the last one is filled in.
What if it's just one button and when you like it's a camera icon or something, and when you click on it,
It like puts a stamp on your
copies
sticker.
the frame.
Yeah.
Copies the frame. Yeah, that you're and you
That's kind of a
click and drag
combination
that
of the third option.
to
and
another
this.
one, right? And then it'll save down to the one that you drag it to.
Well, you wouldn't be copying the frame, right? Like that would look like you're not actually copying the frame, right? You're
The
copying
panel,
the
yeah, all the
stickers,
sticker positions relative to the center of the panel.
But you would drag that over.
You would click it, yeah, and you would drag it to the. You could click and hold it and drag it to whatever other you want it to be on.
Maybe not hold. Maybe once you click, it's like there's an arrow coming out from the icon,
But,
and then
Like I'm just imagining like control clicking an icon on your desktop, right, or something to drop it as like copy it as another file, and you wouldn't even have to like control click, but that's like kind of like the same Windows, corollary.
I do think there is some value to having it be similar to just how everything works in a
That's
computer.
the only thing I'm worried about is that like
It
that
saves
would
you a
work.
button, It saves you a button, saves you space, makes the UI cleaner.
Yeah, so we actually deal with this problem all the time at work, and we usually lean towards the common thing, the thing that someone already knows how to do.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this yesterday.
We actually have the my boss usually wants to do something weird, and we're like, no, you really should. Everybody else is like, no, you really should just do the thing that's common, that everyone recognizes and understands, because otherwise they're gonna get fucking confused, or they're never gonna even try it because they don't know what it does.
It sucks.
It's a little different for video games, because it's not like you're there to play the game and learn and tinker around with the buttons, but in traditional software development, it is.
And video games also rely on established language of that shit.
They do, but in video games, you're usually a little bit more forgiving of a mechanic that you're not familiar with, or an interaction that you're not familiar with. This is a little bit of both. It's like an editing tool and a video game in one, right? So it is a little different. It's a little more traditional software development. But yeah, I would lean towards the thing that is easily understood over saving maybe potentially just a single button, right?
Snapshot though, camera icon. I think that's pretty sellable.
Yeah, but then the
Like
question is, okay, well, am I snapshotting the stickers or am I just making a picture
you
of
click
this?
on it and you find out.
Yeah.
One click.
And then what does it look like? So I click on it and what do I see?
The ghosted,
You do the ghosted hole,
loading panel
the ghosted
Where
hole.
does that show up?
on your cursor, just like I described it being like a desktop icon interaction kind of same shit.
Yeah, but you're so like first I'm clicking a button, right? I'm just trying to like imagine it.
You
right?
could
So,
also do it where it's like there's as soon as you hit the button, the one button, there's marching ants around the panel that you're on, and then there's like a little arrow being like as you move your mouse around, there's a little arrow from that drawn from that panel to your mouse, and then when you get on top of another panel, then it shows the ghosted how it would be in the next panel, and then you click and
so that's a little bit better of an interaction, I think. Yeah, that is a little bit more, at least because if the ghosted thing appears right away, it's gonna get like, okay, now you're seeing two of an image. It could be on top of each other. There could be a lot of stickers in there, and it could get really messy, right?
Well, also the question is like on the other. On the panel you're copying into, there's already stickers there. Then what does that look like? They're just gone? They're just not visible for the moment?
What we do right now is I just put them on top.
Okay, so yeah, actually, and I guess that's how it would be when it copied too, right?
Yeah. That could work. It is another button. It's more universal in the sense that it, if we do decide to change the way the frames work, that will work. That one just works. Yeah, the only downside with that is that it's still a little it's like there isn't anything I know that works that way, but that may be fine.
I honestly don't. I have a very strong.
If it's
way,
way easier to do it the other way, you know, the way
The
that's
other way I could
closest
get
to the
done,
way
you know,
that's
it
right
is
now.
basically how it works now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other way is just changing the way it looks and how it.
Yeah, I
works
mean
out.
that's fine. Like we can always and like maybe it is best to not put too much work into this in case we ever do more panels. You know, like.
Yeah. The goal right now is to make it functional and usable. Maybe not, but not maybe fully polished yet. But just to the level where we can put it in front of people, so they can start using it and telling us what they think. Maybe start wishlisting it so that we can. Like, I think the only valid way right now to a publishing deal, which might still be out of reach for us and we may never get, but the only valid way seems to be to show a publisher that people have interest in your game.
already interested.
Yeah, exactly. Basically show them that they have a guaranteed hit, which is shitty, but that's the way the industry is right now, it seems.
Or that you've worked on shit.
Yeah. Well, even then, I keep reading stories about these like established developers that can't get their shit funded. I don't know what they're pitching, but everyone, like, you keep reading stories about how everyone in the industry is having a hard time securing funding right now.
It's because investors have finally become wise to the fact that like nothing is a guaranteed hit, even something based off an existing IP. Like, in a sense, having it be based off an existing IP is your best bet still, but even that is not really a guarantee anymore.
Yeah.
They should be taking more risks on smaller fucking scaled.
Yes, they should.
This fucking same game that all these.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they're just trading the same.
Excuse
game.
me, Dave. It's the
like,
same
playing-
3 games.
It's the AAA slop. It's the game that is just we've been playing for 30 years.
It's cinematic first or third person game, Dark Souls like or multiplayer shooter.
RPG progression with all of it, in any of that.
Even the games I like honestly fall into some of those categories.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad shit. It's just the same.
Pretty, very
And, like,
ubiquitous.
Everything has all that great shit in it now, and nothing different.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you heard before, Jeff, but basically, I don't think you were here yet. But I have the Steam SDK in the game. I have a Windows build working, and it pulls down stickers, and the stickers work in there. That actually was something I didn't realize. I had to rebuild all the stickers because I forgot that assets are built for the platform, so you have to have a set of assets for each platform that you run on. Anyway, I have the Windows build for all the sticker assets too, and and I have a dev and production environment for the stickers, so I should be able to start transitioning Dave's stickers to the dev side, so we can start playing around with those. Yeah.
Right
So
on.
that's where we are at right now. Okay, so I will have to. I'll finish the some of the polished stuff. There are still some pretty rough edges on this, I think, next. I also eventually had to actually test this on Steam. Has anyone taken a look at the Steam page stuff? I haven't actually.
I tried to get on it today to put some stuff in, but it gave me that, like, it wanted me to put in a code from the email again, and I wasn't logged into the email. And
Yeah. Do you want to try to log in now and I can get you access?
yeah, one sec.
Because I should be able to grab the code.
Here, Steam changed their homepage stuff around, and a lot of indie devs were upset, saying it gives them less visibility.
I heard it actually wound up being better.
So a lot of people were saying that, but I don't know what ended up being.
So I read it through read about it through Reddit posts, but
It's like a
it's like a calendar that they have now instead of a release calendar instead of the popular up and coming.
I heard something like the up and coming stuff is more popular. The top 10 or whatever is more just straight up wish list based. So the biggest, the AAA studios are always just through sheer brand and
top of it,
recognition going to be taking up all those slots.
Why do you need to wish list like a giant game that you're gonna remember anyway?
I still wishlist them because I don't remember when they come out, and I want to email me when they do, you know. But I hear with the release, people were saying, I was reading that like actual developers saying, no, when the people using the calendar beta, like I got like way more wish list from that than I ever got through the popular up and coming, because it shows your game, you know, in isolation, I guess, if you pick a good day to release it. Yeah, I don't know where that all lands, but I did read about that.
I read all the classes for Realis.
There's so many.
And the very last one.
Oh
is the
god, those
guy
I was
up
thinking
on-
about, like, should I even like those last set is all like special crazy rules. There's like 3 pages
Yeah.
on each character. I didn't read those. That's a little intense. But yeah, the last one, the giant robot.
It was.
So many.
What page are the classes on the manual?
99, I think, start on the PDF around there. So you overview, like,
I think
start
it should have sent an email to, or like a email to our email with a code.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
2M32X.
2M32. Thank you.
the classes all have like a paragraph blurb thing. Well, I mean, I would say
I mean, I didn't
Things
read
that are
everything. I read
important.
like
the 4
and
sentences are
just
what
the-
you. Yeah, that's what I'm going through and reading. I do read some of the blurbs. The all caps bolded. But not the heading. Seems
Yeah.
to give you the 1 sentence overview and of the general idea, and then
I want to be a good
the
fisher.
4 sentences. That's what Vinny chose.
A
And,
good what?
Good fisher.
Just a fucking.
It's just
guy.
the everyman. It's just a, oh shit, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time, but the exact right man for the job in this moment.
Yeah, yeah. That's
What
what
is the? Where is this stuff sitting?
In Discord, I posted it. Realis.
I'm between good fisher,
There's a lot, so
good fisher, and
consider
theologicant.
all of them.
What page does it start on here?
99, I
99.
think.
90 something.
Oh my god, 9. There's so many pages of this fucking manual.
It's like
It's
a
big
400
text,
page
it's
thing.
big text.
I am getting the hardcover, real physical version too, and the cover, I'm so excited for it. It looks so cool.
The cover does look nice. I assume it's the first page here.
Yeah, the first page.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally like.
Oh man, theologicant sounds
100
cool
pages
too,
of
though.
it is, like the classes though. 100, 200 pages of it.
I will reshape the 1,000 moons in the image of my truth is my dream.
Well, that's an example, and your dream could be whatever you want it to be. Another thing that's important on these is the impulse, which is how you, like, if you do that, it usually is meant to be something that gets you in trouble, like furthers the drama, so that you can get your token back, which is something you spend just give yourself an extra boost on.
I will frighten those who perceive me is one of my class sentences. You cannot perceive me when I'm not on my ghost toilet.
Is that a reference from Venture Brothers or something? It was like toilet- oh, the burning guy who
not that I
took
know
a
of, but
dump
that
in
fits
Morpheus's
fucking
bathroom.
perfectly.
Is what I think I'm thinking. Oh, Newshound I thought was cool. Basically, Hunter S. Thompson, Gonzo, journalist, putting themselves in the story and getting the scoop. Fun one.
My mic just like constantly open. Are you guys hearing things constantly? Like the green ring is never going away from around my name.
It doesn't sound like it, but
Thought
It's
I
gone
heard
away.
like
Gone.
Nico or somebody talking in the background before, but
Sometimes
Somebody's
when
down here. It's just me. I don't know. It's just been like open.
we hear the ghost whisper in your ear, into your microphone, actually. You knew.
This summer, get free basic labor installation
Oh
on
no,
select furniture, treatments,
commercial.
and carpet, plus vinyl, laminate, hardwood, and porcelain slab installations up.
Hieroglyphics, TV Nixes burn their incense to the rumors in the sky.
anywho, yeah, I'll look
In
through
the
these at some point.
backyards of America,
The
stumbling, 7 white
yeah,
claws in
so
my eye.
for this
Continuously reading.
I need to test the Steamworks stuff and make sure it actually Steam works. And I need to do a little bit of cleanup for stuff like, okay, when someone makes me gives me like a just some UI to work with, I can make those copy panel UI look better. And then I know like once you finish a game, one, it would probably be better to just have a button that says like, hey, join, play again with the same players. Two, it would be nice also probably to have a back button to send you back home. There is one, it's just hidden and you had nowhere to click. It's just hidden behind the newspaper. I don't know if it's like, maybe it would be better literally just to have, you know how Jackbox has like a credits page? Maybe we could do something similar with like with the newspaper. Somehow show the credits in the newspaper.
Flipping through like
Yeah.
different
But then
pages.
have a back button and a play again button with the same players or something.
Or, I was saying we could just put it as the like the credits could roll while you're like fucking with your own comic, right? It dumps you out into the,
Hmm. I
like
don't think I will get that in for this first demo, but it is a good idea and we should do it. Right now, I'm just focusing on like the things that we need for the experience, right?
Mhm.
To get it working. Another one is settings, right? Probably graphic settings, like, hey, change.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last.
Yeah, that needs to be done.
Or
That's
last
actually
time.
probably higher priority than. Well, the back button is probably pretty high priority if once you finish a game, but then
Yeah, settings is a huge one.
Settings. Yeah.
What requests? What are should we talk about what possibly goes in the settings? What would you want? What's doable?
You definitely need resolution settings for the Steam version or the Windows version at least. At some point we'll need audio, but we don't have audio settings right now. All right. All right, we're getting close. Yeah, Jeff, you have access to the Steam page now, so
Yeah,
hopefully
I'm there now.
that stays. If it doesn't, just text me and I can always give you the code again or something.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's the last piece of that we need, and then we can start, if we want, we can start thinking about like, hey, how are we gonna post these? And how are we gonna try to get attention to our demo?
Boost
On
Games
Reddit or
new thing I put in
yeah, I
taking
saw that.
pitches for that.
Yeah.
And then there's that Game Informer or whatever that it was doing that too. That I forget, but I sent it to the group chat a while ago. But I forget what
Yeah.
the actual magazine is. I'll go back and find that link though.
And we should like think about some of the funnier comics that we've made and maybe try to use those as. We should also play the game again. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. Hopefully once. I mean, it'd be awesome if I want to see it with all my new stickers in.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me. All right. I think that's all I got. Chris, can you give me these stickers that you made, like with transparent backgrounds?
Oh yeah, I can send them as PNGs.
Yeah.
Alright.
Especially
I'll
when
put them in the same place that Dave is putting his. I think he's putting them in. Where the fuck are
Actually, I probably need to.
I put them direct
I
into
probably need to
the
edit some of
game.
these a little bit before I send them, so
Okay.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, if you could put them directly in the game like Dave is, that would help, and then I'll make them part
Because
of
right
the.
now with the fire and some of these, they're gonna have transparent parts that aren't truly supposed to be transparent, so I need to put like a very light colored white in there.
Mm.
Alrighty.
Here we go. The place to put them, I'm gonna paste it again in the thing. This is where Dave's just putting his, and then just push that to Git, and I'll put it there too.
Sounds
All right. Cool. All right, I will finish that stuff up and talk to you guys next week.
later.
So.